Welcome back to From Scratch. My name is Teresa Hodge. We are continuing with Reentry Success Stories, and I'm so excited to introduce you to someone who's really a personal friend of mine. We've been friends for a long time, Dr. Pamela Keye.
Hi, Teresa. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so, let's take just a few minutes and allow everyone else to meet you. So, let's talk about what brings you to Reentry Success Stories. Why are you a Reentry Success Story? Talk to me a little bit about, who you were before, what you did during your time in prison, and where you are today.
I would say before prison, one of the things that I loved the most was being a mom and an educator. Mm-hmm. And although I was not able to continue education in the way that I did as a K-12 superintendent, when I went to prison, I considered education again and was asked to actually run a reentry office, and so I was educating again. When I came home...
You were educating while you were in prison?
Yes.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I know. That was a weird experience, and that for many saw me, those who I was incarcerated at saw me as the enemy, and the administrators saw me as an enemy. So it was an interesting dance between doing what's right for us and then balancing those who were supposed to do right for us. But I think my success coming home was now I'm back in education, even though I'm not in K-12. My lifelong dream was to retire as a professor, and I'm now an administrator at a university, and I'm grateful that it took a minute, but I'm here.
Yeah. So when you say it took a minute, talk to me about that minute. That really wasn't 60 seconds, right?
Right. No, it was literally it took 12 years.
Wow.
So when I came home,
Let's pause there for just a second.
Yes.
It took 12 years. And I say that because if somebody would have told you it's going to take you 12 years to get back on your feet, that would have been distracting or maybe set you off a little bit. But 12 years.
Yes, and I didn't think it would take that long, mm-hmm. but I also didn't think that the journey would be as hard as it was. Mm-hmm. And I was somewhat naive, thinking that I could just immediately go back and pick up where I left off. Mm-hmm. The world had changed, circumstances had changed, and the opportunity to be in K-12 education was just not worth the struggle anymore. But it took me a minute to pivot. And the moment I pivoted, I started my own consulting firm in education. I actually spent a whole time at Costco's in the bakery. I loved doing that until I got hurt. Left Costco's and wound up spending some time with you and Lauren at Mission Launch and working together to form now what's R3 Score. And then I said, okay, I still have a lot of fight in me. Had an opportunity to come to Philadelphia to consult with a college and took that, and COVID shut down. Went back to consulting again, reconnected with you guys, and now I'm at Cheney University. And so that 12 years, I know it was hard, but I grew in understanding who I really was in that process. And I'm not my work. I'm a human being that's here to give something, and the light's still on.
Oh, I like that. The light's still on.
The light's still on. Yeah. Don't say Motel 6, but the light's still on.
I love that. So we are excited for the work that you're doing. And if anyone is interested in learning more about Pam and hearing more about her story, please feel free to find her on the app. We are super excited. You truly are a reentry success story.
Thank you.
Thank you.